What's happening, everybody? Everyone just wants to fly like an eagle these days. Anyways, folks, welcome once again to Paid to Drive, one of the only channels on YouTube trying to put more money in your pocket. Anyways, folks, this video right here is for all those beginners out there that are either thinking of starting GrubHub or, I don't know, or are GrubHub drivers and just don't understand how the hourly guarantee works. What's up? Shout out to everybody that is here as a live stream. Derek Thomas, Martin, Jesse Carroll, Peanut Butter and Jelly, all of those people. Shout out to you guys, but I'm going to try my best to get my thoughts out before anyone complains and gets upset that I got distracted. So, folks, if you are a delivery driver for GrubHub, Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, Caviar, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Deliv, whatever, you should be subscribed to this channel, folks. You really should, because I'm trying to help out everybody over here, you know? Now let's see if we could smash 65 thumbs up. I think we can do it, because we have in the past. So what's up, everybody? Sheila Duhart. So, I'm talking to you right now. You right there. I don't like sticking my finger in people's faces, but you probably clicked on this video unless you're one of my regular viewers. If you want to know how to become a GrubHub driver and how the hourly guarantee works, so this is a series I'm going to start, and let me break it down for you. So unlike Uber Eats and many of the others that are out there, GrubHub offers an hourly guarantee. Now, what is the hourly guarantee about? GrubHub is basically telling you that if you work for a 2-hour block, and a block is your schedule that you choose every week or day by day. I can get into that in another video, okay? So let's say you're on a 11 o'clock a.m. block till a 1 o'clock block. So that's 2 hours, okay? In each and every market or region, which is where you're allowed to work on the map, okay? Every market is different. I've seen hourly pay as low as $10 an hour, $9 an hour, all the way up to $18 an hour. I've seen that. In my current market, in the New York City suburbs, it is currently $12 per hour. So keep in mind, 12 times 2, if you did math in 3rd grade, 12 times 2 is 24. So that would give you $24 in that 2 hours time. Now, how does this work? If you're getting deliveries and getting tips and all that stuff, then what's the point of the hourly guarantee? Well, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to give you some examples, okay? GrubHub, how they do their paying system is the following. At least to my knowledge currently, you get $3.50 as, the turn of January 2018. You get $3.50 per delivery, no matter what, whether the customer tips or doesn't. You get $3.50, hands down, okay? Then it's 50 cents per mile from the restaurant to the customer, okay? Unfortunately, GrubHub does a straight line, and it doesn't actually account for all the turns and traffic and all that stuff, okay? So, moving forward. Let's say you get an order. It's a mile away is the delivery. What's up, Joseph Petrozola? So the $3.50 thing, the delivery fee, and then it's 1 mile away, which would be 50 cents. So now you're at $4. Let's say the customer tips you $2, okay? Now you're at $6. Let's just say, for sake of argument, that you only delivered 2 orders with a $6 payout in that 2 hours time. It can happen. It's happened to me, okay, on a slower day. Or depending on your market, if it's not very, very busy or whatever, or people just don't tip well in your area, that can happen. So that would only give you $12 that you earned in that 2 hours time. Well, GrubHub is saying as long as you accept all of the orders that they send to you, if you only made $12 between tips, between delivery fee and mileage that they give you, then they owe you $12 so that you can hit the $24 guaranteed. This is both a blessing and a curse. Like, for instance, today, I've been working since 11 o'clock this morning, and right now it's 5:48 p.m., and I've done, like, how many deliveries did I do? I did 8 deliveries today, but because they were not great payouts, I like the Grubhub contribution, which is the hourly guarantee, right now for me is like $25. So that's really bad now, because me going into dinner rush right now while I'm waiting for this order, now I have to make up that $25 to get out of the minimum situation to make more than the 8-hour guarantee that I would get, which would be $96. I don't want to just make $96. I want to make over the $96. So is everyone following? I hope, or if you are following, if you're watching this as a video, I'm assuming you're watching this as a video. But that's how it works. So basically Grubhub is telling you that's how much we're going to give you. You know what I mean? That's like, it's basically a safety net, you know, but there's also a catch. Each and every different market is different. Like, for instance, when I first signed up with Grubhub in June of 2017, the acceptance rate was 85% minimum that you had to be at, an 85% minimum. From that point, literally like 2 weeks later or like a week later, they upped it to 90% guaranteed, because what's happening is people are rejecting orders and still getting the guaranteed minimum, and they're just cherry picking, and they didn't like that. So now it's at 90%, which means you need to have 9 orders accepted, and then the 10th one you can reject if you'd like, in order to still get that hourly guarantee. So I'm going to have an entire video explaining a strategy that I use from time to time about how to maximize your money. But basically, the long and short of it is, you never want to rely on the hourly guarantees. But I can tell you, once or twice a month on a really, really slow day, you're going to love those hourly guarantees. Because if you do Grubhub and Uber Eats stuff, well, I basically do Grubhub full-time and Uber Eats is kind of part-time. But if you do delivery driving full-time, you depend on that money. So, like I said, I could go into it more so, where like how the hourly guarantees are both blessing and a curse, but that's just basically how it works. I saw a video Simply Eric did about a guy who didn't make enough in orders to match his minimum for his block and decided he wanted to make more. Grubhub basically counted all out of block work toward his minimum. That's interesting. It's weird, but I hope that made some sense. If that actually made sense to you, don't forget to leave a thumbs up down below. Let's see if we can get 60 to 65 thumbs up on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. But that's how it works, guys. Now, for instance, on Uber Eats, they don't have an hourly guarantee. And the reason for this mainly is because Uber Eats is like the subsidiary or the sister to Uber. You know, the Uber driving, like where you're picking up and dropping off passengers. So that's just something to keep in mind. Other than that, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? If you guys have any questions at all or concerns, put them in the comment section. Either I or somebody else can respond and provide some insight. But like I said, when you're first starting out, you're going to be a partner. What do you call it? You're going to be a considered partner, and I'll go through the ranking system in another video. But you basically want to work your way up to premier status in order to get your blocks on Thursdays, as opposed to on the weekend where you're fighting and scrounging. Because I know some people in certain markets that depend on the hourly guarantee because it's just so darn slow. So that is sometimes the case where I am, but on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, typically you're going to make more than the minimum. You know, he worked out of block after that to supplement that, and they basically just counted his out of block orders towards his minimum. He essentially worked for free. Yep, that's happened to me. It happened to me in the early beginning, Nerds Live Too. I saw that video. Now I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I've done that before, and it's very annoying. But I've also talked about block extensions. That's another thing too. Basically a block extension, I'll give you a quick rundown. I believe I did a video on this. What a block extension is, let's say, like I said, if you're working from 11 to 1, that's 2 hours, right? Grubhub has a nasty habit sometimes of, let's say it's 12:55 and your block is ending in 5 minutes and you've only done those 2 orders. So whatever, like, so you're only going to get the $24 minimum. Now, if an order comes in at 12:56, you have to accept it, because if you reject it, you lose you'll go underneath the 90% or 85% acceptance rate, which means you're not going to get that $24 minimum. So what happens now? Now, that order, chances are, is not going to make up that $24. It's probably not going to happen. Let's say it's another $6 order. So really, you're only at $18. So technically, Grubhub would still owe you $19.20, another $6. You know? Oh yeah, I know where he is. I've never met him though. So here's what happens to you in that situation. Accept the order. If you have time, of course, if you can still do it, do it. Accept the order, and let's say it took you an additional 20 minutes, okay, to deliver that order. Let's say you delivered that order at 1:20. Now you're offline, you mark it delivered. You have to call driver care and ask for a block extension. And what's going to happen at the end, what they're going to do is they'll credit you the additional $4. If you're in a $12 per hour minimum, they'll credit you those additional $4, and now you'll make out with $28. I hope this is making sense, because it took me like a few weeks to really understand it when I first started. So hopefully I broke that down in the past 10-11 minutes so that it makes sense. So like I said, if you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comment section. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my other channels, my vlog channel, my bonus channel. All those links are in the description down below for you to help you out. On that note, folks, safe travels. Keep getting that money. Get that honey. You know, do what you got to do. And that's about it. Safe travels, everybody. Thanks for watching Paid to Drive. I'll see you all in the very near future. And if you'd like to sign up for Uber Eats, I have my code down below. I get $50, you get $50. Everybody's happy. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time here on Paid to Drive. Peace.